We'll begin with breaking news from Delta State, where we understand that Governor Sheriff Oborevwori, along with his predecessor, Ifeanyi Okowa, has defected from the People's Democratic Party, PDP, to the All Progressives Congress, APC. Now, from the governor's move, the move came after months of denial about his potential defection from the People's Democratic Party to the ruling All Progressives Congress. The governor had described the claims as baseless and the work of opposition elements in the state. But sources say the governor has sent emissaries to President Bola Tinubu and was considering a move to the APC, raising doubts about his reception within the Delta APC fold. Joining us now for more on this is our correspondent live from Delta State, Austin Azu. Austin, thanks for joining us. Breaking news here. We've heard these rumors for months. There have been months of speculation and denial from the governor. And now this. What do you know? What's going on?
First and foremost, good afternoon, Trinity. Of course, the political atmosphere here in Delta State has changed. On the floor now, for the past 20 years, it has been PDP in Delta State. But currently, right now, APC or the government house in the coming days will be painted with the APC logo. And of course, after the stakeholders meeting and the PDP had a meeting here at government house, at the end of the meeting, they all came back from the meeting, the closed-door meeting, all shouting the APC and the mandate we shall stand. Of course, in the confirmed story, the structure of the PDP in Delta State here, all of them has collapsed and all of them are now in APC. And on Monday, precisely, we are told that official statement will be made open. Of course, we heard pockets of information that the VP will personally be coming to the state here to receive the governor and others. And the closed-door session have so many of them who are in attendance, the immediate past governor of the state and the vice presidential candidate of the PDP 2023 election, Senator Ifeanyi Okowa, was in attendance. The members of the National Assembly were in attendance, and of course the State House Assembly members, and of course the commissioners and other appointees of the governor were equally in attendance in that closed-door session. In the coming days, we'll be seeing different political scenario that will be playing out here in the state. These are these detail how they are going to move into the APC, and of course how the secretariat of the PDP will now be decorated to be that of the APC. And APC, of course, in the state equally has a secretariat complex that they are having their meetings. So we don't know if that other secretariat of the PDP will become an annex or something like that. Of course, it's a big decision that the governor has taken and the PDP has taken so far. Of course, we will await reactions from residents of the state to know if moving down to the APC will be of good interest to them or to the interest of the political actors in the state.
So what you're saying is that both the state lawmakers, and that's the state's House of Assembly, and and the opposition in general, there's clearly no opposition in Delta. Everyone is now being in the colors of APC, right or wrong?
Of course, we saw the Speaker of the State of Assembly in attendance, attending the meeting, the honorable members as well, the members of the State Executive Council were in attendance. Of course, we can't conclude that there are no oppositions in the states. Of course, before now, the PDP happens to be the major party in the states, and the opposition then was APC and the Labour Party, ABGA, and the host of others, the other political parties. But however, as it stands at the moment right now, probably the other opposition party will have, of course, in the coming days, will start coming up to begin to demonstrate their political franchise to say yes. A society without an opposition, a society without a political opposition will not be good enough.
So there you have it. This APC government has found a way to destroy democracy in Nigeria, at least until 2027. The current governor of Delta State, Sheriff Oborevwori, and the former governor, who was also the Atiku's running mate, have also now defected to APC. Before we heard that, I think the governor of Akwa Ibom that was also planning on defecting. And to name a few others that will be joining. When we said 2027 is the fight for the soul of Nigeria, this is what we meant. Officially, this Bola Tinubu's APC government has come to destroy democracy in Nigeria, where there is no proper opposition. That lets you know that our governors, our politicians don't look out for Nigerians for their own personal interest. Let's break this thing down in bits. But make sure you watch this to the end. And if you're meeting this content for the first time, like, share, and subscribe. Be part of the conversation in the comment section. And if you've been following us and you've not yet subscribed, do so. And let us know what your thought and what you think. This government, this APC government, is a stigma to our nation. If there was one thing Buhari was right for, even though he didn't pull it through, was the fact that he didn't want Bola Tinubu to be president. And this is what Nigerians were telling those other political parties then when we talked about we didn't want Bola Tinubu. This is what Lagosians were telling Nigerians then. Watch out for this man. They were telling you that he built Lagos. But what he didn't tell you that he stole Lagos to become his own personal fiefdom, where he becomes king. And he told you guys he was going to do in Lagos, with Nigeria, what he did in Lagos. You guys did not realize. But now you're seeing it for yourselves. How this man made Lagos his own personal fiefdom, where he becomes the monarch, and he can enthrone who the next governor will be and the speakers and the lawmakers. And he did that across the southwest. And now he's taking that to the south. This APC party is a stain to our nation, is a stigma to our nation. It is something that we should never have allowed to happen. This APC party is one that has come to bring Nigeria to its knees, in giving it to the hands of one man. I'm making this content today because it's something I've said over and over and over again, why Nigerians need to take 2027 seriously. You must speak up. It is very clear now to everybody that our governors, our lawmakers, were never for Nigeria. They only saw politics as a way to enrich themselves. That's why they have no ideology, no belief, no nothing. The only thing they believe is their pocket. When you have governors like former governors like Okowa running to the APC, it's because they know that they will come for them for corruption. So before they come for them, let them go and join the party, and then their sins will be forgiven. The same thing with the current governor. They've seen the crisis that this APC can put into their states. So they're all running towards Bola Tinubu and bowing to him. We're going to join you. This man is 2 years into his presidency. He has caused destruction in our nation. But yet, our politicians refer to that same political party Nigerians do not want. You think about it and put your thought in the comment section as well. Let's share ideas and see how we can work together to bring this awareness. Our politicians have no ideology. They have no commitment. There's nothing that shows that they know what they want for the people, because it's all about them. The idea that they need to align with the center so that they can bring prosperity to the state is a lie. And that's a lie from the pit of hell. Because it's about them. It's about their pocket. Politics in Nigeria is seen as a way to enrich themselves. How come that our politicians who have never invested or built anything get into politics and they become billionaires and millionaires? Because of theft. And because they know they've stolen and they don't want to be prosecuted, they join the ruling party. And we've seen people from APC defect to PDP, and they've done the same thing. They go round and round, they're just going back. As a people, we have to make sure, for once, come 2027, we know the system is already rigged. We know INEC is in their pocket. We know the judiciary is in their pocket. We know they've done everything and they put all the plans in process to steal the election. But you also have to remember, they're stealing the election to suit one person, Bola Tinubu. I've done a little short here before. Go check it out. It's like a poem. For the ambition of one man, that Bola Tinubu, the destruction of Nigeria, as though I knew a while back. So I recommend you go check it. For the ambition of one man, the destruction of Nigeria, just to suit the ambition of one man. So officially, we're seeing politics die. We're seeing democracy die in our country, just to suit one person. Right now, there's no credible opposition, where everybody bows at the feet of one person, and they sing a sycophant song of mandate we shall stand, on your mandate we shall stand. What we have is not governance. What we have now is sycophancy. What we have right now is some people who are cut out to a president who stole an election, and now he has now come to destroy democracy in Nigeria. This is what corruption produces. That man from SDP, Adewale Adebayo, said it. This corruption is what gives birth and produces Bola Tinubu for Nigeria. Now you can see when Lagosians told Nigerians we didn't want this man to be president. This is the same person who has now come to, they're planning to enthrone his son to be next governor of Lagos State. That's their plan. And this is what has been happening in Nigeria, in Lagos State, since 1999. This is a person who's only done 2 years of a 4-year term. He's not finished the second year yet. He's just getting to the end of the second year. And he's brought Nigeria to his knees. And Nigerians are saying they don't want this political party. But as the same party, all of our politicians from the different political parties are defecting to. Does that not tell you something deeper? They've looked at River State. They've seen the destruction that can happen. And they don't want it in their state. But don't let them lie to you that it's because of they need to align with the center. This is corruption. This is why you must take 2027 seriously. This is why we must continue this awareness campaign to others so that they can be part of it. The only thing that can stop the theft that they've planned to commit in 2027 is us, the people. We will speak up, we will rise up, we will make sure that we speak against this government. And we will start to call out all of these politicians as well, as we've done before and as we've been doing. In your state, in your local government, in your communities, in your villages, make sure. Look at your state governor. Look at what he has done with your state. See how much they've stolen. Look at your House of Rep members. Look at your senator. What have they done to improve your people? Nothing. But yet they've all defected. It's not about Nigeria. It's about their pocket. Don't let anyone deceive you anymore. This Nigeria must work. But you see this destruction that came with APC. You see this sting of death of APC that has come into Nigeria. We need to nip it in the bud come 2027. APC is a cancer that is eating everything in its way. This current government is a cancer that is destroying everything in its way. Insecurity, food crisis, financial crisis. Nigeria is in financial and economic depression because of this APC government, starting from Buhari to this point. Again, if there was one thing Buhari got almost right, was the fact that he didn't want Bola Tinubu to be president. If there was that one thing that he did right for Nigeria, if he had gotten it right, we would have praised them today. Remember when they said we would wish that we still had Buhari? This is what they meant. Now you can see that even Buhari, in all his ineptness, could not pull off this sort of dangerous game. Nigeria has now become a one-party state. Nigeria has become a one-party state. This Bola Tinubu's administration should never have been at all. INEC, see what you gave birth to. Judiciary, as corrupt as you have been, look at what you gave birth to. I hope you can sleep well too, because this insecurity that this government brought in is fighting everybody today. It's a sad day when you see current governors from the South defecting. You know that this wildfire is only going to spread. And the only thing that can stop it is the force of the people. So make sure you get ready for 2027. There's no other option. Again, if you're meeting this content for the first time, like, share, and subscribe. If you've been following us and you've not yet subscribed, do so. As always, God bless you and catch you up in the next video. Bye-bye for now.